Well, it's Friday, so you know what that means. We're back here in the Daybreak kitchen with Chef Sebastian. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me back for the holiday season again.
Yes.
Yes, I'm looking forward to what we're making because, of course, we're getting closer and closer to Christmas time now.
Yeah.
Another large dinner.
What are we going to be making for today?
So we're going to do a real easy side dish. It's roasted winter veggies. So a lot of root veggies, nice hearty vegetables.
Yeah.
Lovely color again as usual.
Okay.
We have some sweet potato. We have butternut squash, turnip, carrot, onion, Brussels sprouts, beets. You could use parsnips as well. I believe that's on the actual recipe that I gave you guys to post. But you know, work with what you can get at the grocery store. If you're not a fan, you can sub out, you know, different type of squash or.
Because it's what you want to eat.
That's right.
And it should be a pretty simple recipe, especially with holidays being so stressful.
Yeah, very easy. In the oven, done.
You can make a large portion, I assume, too,
Nice.
at one time. Okay, so what are we going to do first?
So I'm going to put you guys to work on the cutting board today. So we're just going to dice up our butternut squash and our potato.
Okay.
And then one of you can dice up our carrots and onion there.
Perfect.
How about you take the stuff closest
I'm
to
going to give you a tip on like this and the potato.
Okay.
Stand it up. We got our flat ends. We're just going to cut sheets.
Okay.
Once you have your sheet, you can cut your strips here.
I don't know if I'll be able to do it that well, but I'm definitely going to try.
You can try.
He's a professional and I'm not, so just keep that in mind, everybody.
Oh. Ooh.
I'm already messing it up. Oh gosh. Okay, so my question is, if there's somebody at home who is like me and maybe isn't as talented at whenever it's coming, and maybe, you know, they don't do everything as evenly as they should.
You can always, to make it even easier for yourself for the holiday, you can hit the frozen aisle and get the bags of cubed butternut squash.
So for like this one, since it's kind of smaller, maybe a little bit thinner, should we use that or should we set it aside and use it for something else later?
So you could set it aside and you could use it to make it, put it into like your veggie stock or throw it into your scraps if you have a compost.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm really not good at making things even, so that's definitely on me there.
Here,
I'm going to move on to this one real quick and then. So the same thing we want to.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll do that just like we did with this one so that we can get an even one.
Oh, we got the even one.
We got the even one. We're going to do this and then we'll move on to the other ones and then we'll finish cutting these during the break because I think I'm going to need some extra time to make them even. Okay.
Here, how about we move on to the
carrots? Let's do those, and then we'll finish those during the break, Henry. How about that?
So with the carrots, nothing special, just
Nope, just straight down the nice little rounds there.
So maybe we should have switched who was cutting what because
Hey, you won't learn if you don't do it.
That's very true. I'll head over here. I know that I'm pretty good at cutting carrots because I do cut carrots quite often. But
the butternut squash and that can be kind of hard for people to get through.
And the reason why you want them to be even is so that they cook evenly, right?
Correct.
Okay. So there is a reason.
Not just to look pretty, that's just the bonus.
So there is a reason behind it. And so after he's done cutting the carrots, he's going to move on to the onion. Okay.
Okay, so the onion, what do we do with the onion?
So we're going to clear your cutting board so you got some room here.
Very good cutting of the carrots, Henry. They look very even. What about me with mine?
You did a pretty good job. We don't do grades here.
Good answer,
What
Henry.
kind of the same like cubes like you would do for like a kebab. So if you cut it right down the middle this way, and then you can just do your squares there.
Because you want them to also be kind of the same size as the other things on there. Okay.
That way everything cooks evenly.
And we're using a red onion.
Yes. You could use sweet onion if you prefer.
And I do know that in some grocery stores they also...
What do I do next after this?
You can throw those right onto there.
They also have if you don't want to do frozen, sometimes they also have these types of vegetables fresh chopped up.
Oh yeah,
as
they
well,
have the
which
little
is
containers
awesome. Yeah.
next to your fresh herbs. It's like the already diced celery, carrots,
Yeah.
onion. So yeah, definitely,
Okay.
like I said, saves you even more time for the holiday.
So I think we can finish cutting up the rest of our vegetables during the break.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll do.
We'll during the break, we're gonna cut up the
Turnip and Brussels sprouts.
and the Brussels sprouts. Do you want to show us real quick? Because I actually don't remember. I know we've done it one other time,
So
but
you're
I
just
don't
gonna
really
take.
remember.
We're gonna cut the little end off there.
Okay.
We're gonna cut those in half and just throw them
Oh,
on like
that's
that.
it?
Yep.
Oh, that's so easy. I'm gonna do that during the break because I know that I can do that. So when we come back, you're gonna see how well I did, and we're gonna
Throw it
finish
all in the
up.
oven.
Yep.
Yep.
So stay tuned. We're back in the Daybreak kitchen with Chef Sebastian to finish up our side veggie dish. And so during the break, we cut up the different vegetables.
Yep.
And we poured in some balsamic vinaigrette. Or just
Balsamic vinegar, a little honey, oil, salt, pepper, and roast for like 30 to 45 minutes till your veggies just get tender.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
that looks really good right there.
doesn't it
Yeah.
smell good already? So what are some of the last kind of touches that we have to do to finish it
So
off?
we can drizzle a little more honey just right over the top while it's
Okay.
still hot there.
Nice.
Trying to make it pretty, everybody. Okay.
And then drizzle a little more balsamic vinegar to toss those with to kind of balance the acidity with the sweet.
Okay. Henry, do you want to do the salt and pepper since?
Oh,
Since
Little
of
inside joke there, everybody.
past complaints.
It always tastes good though, so.
Not when there's too much pepper on it.
I'm just saying. So far, so good.
have you accepted you're not going to live it down, Alexa?
Yeah, I already know that it is
There.
stuck. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to make it all pretty on the, well, you're gonna make it all pretty because you're the best at that. And this actually did end up, we didn't have that much, but it makes a lot
Yeah.
of,
Plenty of servings.
yeah, servings. That was the word I couldn't think. Thank you, Henry. So that's really great, especially a large gathering of people. Sometimes it's hard to think of sides that are going
Yeah.
to,
Stretch.
have the volume to feed everybody.
And this is an easy one,
Yeah,
so
little effort.
less
Yeah.
stress for the holidays.
And you always need that veggie, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's a lot of starches and a lot of meats and stuff usually. So, got to balance it out.
This is a popular one at my family gatherings. This is requested. If I bring anything, I at least bring this
It
to
smells
the dinner.
really good. It smells really, really good. Well, everybody, we're going to have the recipe for this over in our online article. But Henry, what are we going to have when we come back from the break?
Well, I think we're going to have another look at that forecast right after the break.